So what this medical guide is claiming is that your sex, it's not just gender, your sex, your biological sex is assigned to you by the doctor after you are born. That's what we're being told now by, like, your actual sex is something that your doctor decides randomly, arbitrarily. Just, yep, that one's a girl. Could have been any, could have been a boy, could have been a dragon, could have been the tooth fairy, but now we decided to make it a girl. And anyway, it goes on from there, talking about front holes and so forth. Now, two quick things. Number one, I don't want to get overly graphic here, but front hole is not even an anatomically correct description of the body part that you have renamed. That's all I'll say. Number two, you really see the coarsening of the culture here, that I am forced to sit here in front of mixed company and talk about front holes. Like, that's not, I would prefer not to talk about these. This should be, and we are all of us, we are way too comfortable having these kinds of conversations with each other, where we're using words like front hole and we're talking about, these sorts of things. And that's what the culture has done. Because when you've got, it's kind of like the choice that we have is we can ignore this kind of stuff and we can let this insanity happen where body parts are being renamed in order to indulge the fantasies of mentally disordered individuals. We can just let that happen and say fine and not acknowledge it, or we can engage with it and address it and oppose it. But in doing so, we're forced to have these kinds of conversations. And I think that latter option is the correct option. We have to engage. We can't just allow this insanity to occur. But it means necessarily that we all kind of end up down in the muck. And we're all affected by the coarsening of the culture.